You know, maybe teaching her some black magic wasn't the greatest idea after all. Oh, I can still smell the char.
I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
There's something I need Ryne to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. You will douse this stuff
Meal
out.
is made out of sin eater.
Now that's when everyone went funny.
I can feel it.
Long live Lord Vor3.
They do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would.
You will find my master in his chamber, but only should you kill me.
Lord Vor3! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused!
Finally, I'm a beautiful butterfly!
What? Where did he go?
Yeah, that seems like a pretty high climb. We might need a ladder to get up to there, but, you know, one step at a time. What do you have in mind? Alvino's eyes glisten with joy. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, Lucia. Oh, you're in quite a hurry. Alright, right over there. Okay. Yep, it's exactly where I thought it was. In that general area, because I have seen that thing quite a few times. I was like, oh, what's that thing? It's probably going to have some relevance later on. And sure enough, here we are. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Man, this place looks... This looks a little familiar from a different game. Holy heck, the talos here are friggin' rounded? More metallic looking? Alfie, what do you have to say? The ladder is a sturdy piece of engineering, but much may go wrong after 20 years of disuse. Let us doubly thorough with its maintenance. I agree. China's! First things first, a 50-point inspection. Wouldn't do to have them falling to pieces now. Why are you standing there gulping? There's lots to be done, so go and make yourself useful. Okay. Kinda makes sense that you would have that type of temperament being a CEO or something of this whole scenario. To see my darling Chai so engrossed in his work, I think I'm falling in love again. Well, I have quite a relationship going. Y'shtola? Bottom rung, they call this place. How very apt. Apparently, it used to be the control center for the ladder and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. I don't know, it still looks pretty glorious to me with this size of it. Oriange? Lucia, dost thou see yonder pair of talos? I do. For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. I am quite familiar with this act, my friend. My thanks, Lucia. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock, Fenmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Oh, we're actually just gonna take some already prepared lumber. I am very well aware of the techniques of lignum vitae harvesting and converting. Fenmont Yards lie directly to the south. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Okay, will do. Time to travel all the way across the country again. In the other direction. Get a better... Whoa. I'm not looking at the mountain. I'm looking at the frickin' ladder. Gosh. I know that's an elevator. They call it a ladder, but that's an elevator. That looks neat. Swell. Before I talk to you, I want to... No, let's just go ahead and talk to you. Irvith. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to get down, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. I just need the lumber. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? I need to go out there. If you don't have the coin, at least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. Sure thing. I'm just finishing taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying about for the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithil for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Oh boy. Gotta take stock. Okay. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Well, can you give me more tips? When you're done counting the lumber, come back here and we'll see if your total matches mine. Remember though, for the stuff that's stowed in the storehouse, you can just ask Grithil for the number. I don't know why I gave you like a 1920s newsman voice, but there we go, I guess. Hey, Grithil. Taking stock for Irvith, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those were rotted, though. What? Oh, none of those were rotted through, though, so we tossed them out. Oi, Grithil, another load just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Alright then, bring good ones here, and be sure to let Irvith know as well. Busy and bustling, I see. So, how many planks does that make now? It was like 13, right? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. I didn't have the paper ready. You jot down the details of the conversation. No, it was 12. He mentioned one of those were damaged. Not one. One of the ones were damaged, including the 13, so it's 12. Lumber stack. Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. You count 11. There's 11! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, there's one snuck down there. Dang. Okay, so we got 12, 11, so 33. I love taking stock of lumber. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love counting things. I guess. Would it be up here? Yes, it is. Oh, it's quite a few here. Let's see if I can get it right this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. Haha! I didn't even look at the text at the bottom. I counted correctly. 24 plus 33. That makes 59. 57. Hey, Irvith. Done, are you? So how many planks did you count? There's... What? Was there some I didn't take into account earlier? 11, 24... Oh, okay. So there's a note that he gave me. 68 in storehouse, 9 discarded, 13 delivered, 1 damage. Okay, so that bit wasn't part of the whole counter thing. So when it says delivered, does that mean it's delivered here or delivered outwards? That's the question. So we have 24, 11... So we have 35 for the others. So that's like 59 in there. So it's 55, 35, 59, it's 94. Yeah, we're gonna go 103. Ooh, close. Seems you haven't counted for the planks that were delivered or thrown out. I want to check your notes again. What? So, wait, no, is the delivered coming in? The deliver's coming in, isn't it? So, I can't believe this is taking me this long. That's 82. 81. 81 plus 35. That's 106. Aye, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? I need to get up there, but also, you already knew the numbers. Why'd you need me? You're serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shucks. Well, it's a living. We all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on this project? He won't mind. He won't be super welcome, I think. Wonderful! I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head on over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. I still don't know why I gave you that voice. We'll be along soon and we'll bring all the lumber you need. I can't believe it took me freaking 3 minutes to do math. I'm a disgrace to my family. That thing's made out of wood? I mean, I guess it makes sense from here, but when you're up close, there's like a lot of metal there. Yeah, okay, I see the wood. Yeah, that's quite a bit of wood. Like, I saw it from a distance, but yeah. Stola, did you have anything else to say? By the intensity with which he works, 'tis as if all of that reluctance was a lie. Oh. Such a primitive, inefficient design. A much smaller Talos from our company could just as easily perform that same task. Chai?
Oh, he'll have them moving again soon. I know he will.
I bet it. Alphino? The work proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say. When it is restored, the ladder will not only be our way forward, but it will represent a momentous step towards lasting change for Kalusia. Oh boy. Oh, Alice, I didn't see you over here. Hey, what are you looking at over here? I rounded up as much material as I could for the work. Just my little bit for the coals. Yeah, you do that. You do it good. And I didn't even... Oh, I guess I do live with blinders on all the time. Ryne? Oh, Lucia, I heard you went to find lumber. From afar, the ladder looked like it was made entirely of metal. But there's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. There's quite a bit. You have the exact same thoughts I did. Thancred? Your Morans have rallied quite impressively. Amidst great adversity, a little purpose never goes astray. Yeah, you're just gonna hold on to those? Alright. Alright, Urianger. I've come with news. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? I have! Around 106 of them, to be exact. Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward toward journey's end. Yep. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Me too, you poet. Very colorful phrasings. Does anyone say anything different? No. Urianger? Urianger is wearing a pensive look. Oh, that's a freaking icon. Like icon, I-C-O-N, not E-I-K-O-N. You know what I mean. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Do I get to sleep again? I just got back. Thy zeal is commendable, my friend, but rest assured we shall not want for hands. Pray, take thine ease in preparation for the trials ahead. I mean, if you guess so. Nope. Stola? Nope. China's? Nope. Okay, everyone's saying the same thing, maybe. Ryne? How you doing? Nope. Okay, I guess I'll just chill over here. Yep. Just gonna keep watching everyone over there. Everyone's hard at work. Bustling about, except the people just kind of standing there with boxes.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Right.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
You're gonna recommend violence, aren't you?
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald.
I knew it.
But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve.
Yeah, a little bit of an understatement, but...
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed.
I've heard that name several times before, actually.
Not that you would remember any of this.
Yeah. Wait. What do you mean remember? Wait, are you saying that I was part of the my soul is part of the original?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have.
I suppose I might, but the sacrifices needed to...
Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero.
These things you're implying.
Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask.
What is it?
How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
Not necessarily, but I have my suspicions.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting.
He seems rather obsessed with him.
I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
Take care, Emmett. You're kind of strange, but... People tell me to pay attention to that hand flick he does. I don't know what it means.
Oh, I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
Yeah, looks like they got it working. So they did. Nicely done, fellas. quite different in design.
It's alive.
So it is.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent.
Yeah, I do remember.
I never thought to wonder why until now.
Oh, you're filled with darkness.
I think it all just got to be too much.
I mean, 100 years to...
The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude.
I can imagine.
Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Amh itself.
You have a good point, wording it like that.
All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
You know, it's kind of ringing a little personally, considering how my year's been going.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
Awesome.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Oh, you and your puns. Let's go ahead and do it.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
Yeah, come on, Ardbert.
No one but me remembers that day.
I really like this relationship we're starting to brew with Ardbert here. Like, we are literally the only
Remembers
person.
our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
We are the only person he can talk with, so it makes sense, but still. Oh, it looks quite different up here. Oh dear. Why is this song going? This is a mistake, I am sorry. I was wondering why things were so quiet. You probably won't notice it, because editing me is probably going to equalize it, but... It is now my proud duty to serve as a ladder operator. You wish to descend? I'll tell the lads down below to get those gears turning. I'm fine. Things are kind of intense right now. Alpha, no. And here we finally are. At top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino! Lucia! Come up here! There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? All the way up there? Okay. Jeez. What is that ring around it? Seriously, that ring is like super majestic. Oh, give me a second, folks. What a view. Seriously, why is this so upbeat? I'm kind of concerned. What is it, Alfie? That appears to be a village. So it does. There's a village, Lucia, over to the northeast. So there is. And after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. But that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, he should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Lucia. Go in and take a look at Lucia. This mysterious person should still be out there. So long as they have the resources to sustain themselves, it's entirely possible that people could still be about. Such as surroundings for the mysterious person. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the figure and inspect them with the left mouse click. Sure. Don't know why things... Oh. It's you. You gave me the paintbrush. How'd you get up here? You have located the mysterious person. However, it seems that he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly turns back to the village. Why is this music so intense? Like, seriously. Jeez. Emmett Silk. Thinking about it right now. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel so comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let us head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Alright. Let's make our way. I know who it is. Alpha, no, you know who it is. This person who got thrown off the friggin' top of the tower over there and gave us a paintbrush to let us in. But how did he get up here? I missed my jump. There we go.
Squeak!
It's a weird name. Where is this place? I discovered a new location. Tried victuals. Yeah, this seems more fitting. I don't know what the frickin' intense music was all about. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by your reckoning. Phrasing. Half an hour. The crates and barrels are laden with unknown contents. Define unknown. Alice, you're looking like a creep here. I could have sworn I heard a noise. Yeah, I'd hide too if I saw a stranger trying to peer through my window. There's a door. I'm gonna knock on the door. FBI, open up! You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Intriguing. I'm gonna ignore the fact I saw players flying by, keeping my immersion, think it is completely abandoned. So I knocked on the door, checked the food storages. Where else? Behind the shack? Behind something? Behind something? I'm missing something. Okay, stop with that music. It's not fitting. Stop it. Like, I freaking love that piece of music, but it is not fitting with this current predicament. Oh, where is this last thing? Is it gonna be right in front of my face? Like when Philia was that one time when I was looking all over in the Amh Araeng place? Or Ryne. Seriously, do I gotta start climbing? Jump on their food? Why am I having a hard time with this? Let's search for... Is that purple smoke? Is that smoke purple? No, it's just the way things were in blending with the sky. What the frick? How'd I say? Did you hear a noise again? Could have sworn I heard a noise. Yes, I did too. Oh, wait. Thanks, person. Half empty cup, right. Well, the cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. People are hit in a rush. It's the same guy. They should know us, though. What news, Lucia? Were you able to find anything of note? We were definitely still living here. I couldn't find our mysterious person. Maybe this place really isn't bad. People are definitely still living here, but I couldn't find our mysterious person. But we're gonna go with people are definitely still living here. Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, displaying that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Well, we can do Emmett Selk's route, but I highly doubt that's an option right now in anyone's repertoire. I say, Aren't you the ones who saved my life? Sure are. How's it going? Howdy. You're Tristal, the artist from Umor. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Umor. But how'd you get up here? As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel, which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. If life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did, at any rate, until Mount Gorg broke away from the earth. Then just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared for whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you up here? Yeah, we're here to hunt down a little winged angel called Valthree. So Valthree is a sea eater, and he's fled to Mount Gorg. There's a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need to but say the word. Your help will be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's admission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Valthree, we must find a way to reach Mount Gorg. Of course! You hardly need our permission to be here. I'll tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Thanks. Really appreciate it. It's nice to see familiar faces. So how have you been, Tristal? More so than the revelation that Valthree is a Sin Eater. I'm surprised that the free citizens of Umor came together to work on the ladder. Is it possible for people to change so quickly? Yeah, when magic is involved. Alphino? I'm pleased to see that the villagers are no longer wary of us. I shall take the opportunity to ask about Mount Gorg. Ah, good. Oh, they're kind of came out of nowhere. Huh. I kind of want to... we'll talk about Alice is eager to get on with the task, as is fit with her personality. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from the mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that Brothar has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Lucia and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh? Very well then. Just take care out there. Yep. No need to worry, Alfie. Take care out there. If you sense even the slightest danger, pray to not turn back at once. Well, I sense danger from that thing staring at me from across a distance. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna turn back. Hey, Jambert. Ho there! Ho there! Don't mind me. I'm just sorting the good from the bad. Amity was left to rot for more than a few seasons, and some of this stuff ain't worth keeping anymore. I see. That is very much a bad barrel. Doesn't seem to hold anything anymore. Hi, Ibn Arch? Triple Triad? No thanks. There's nothing fun to do around here. There's no sweets, no toys, just dirt, rocks, and more dirt. I mean, you can make fun with dirt. Hey, Walmut. How you doing? Well met, Walmut. If you are thinking of staying here, know that life in Amity is hard and often dangerous. You will find no luxuries as you would in Umor, but you will feel alive. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, right, this song's still blasting and playing. Got it. What? It feels tropical here. Interesting. Yeah, let's see. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while then. Yeah. They're going that way and I'm going this way. What the heck is that? cliff kite? Thing looks gnarly, like it belongs in a dungeon or something. Or a destination. I'm under attack! Ah! By forgiving jealousy. Fire, nope. Blizzard 3. And Blizzard 4. Yeah, Tender of Love's coming my way. Oh, I see. And here we go with the Fire 4 spam. Slap. 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 Got a Thunder 3 going. Swift cast some normal fire. Some Fire Force. Shobam. Shobam. And a Shobam. And foul. Nope. Actually, I should despair instead. Alright, so that was danger. I didn't turn back though. Going this direction. I hope Alice is doing alright with her side of things. Survey. Under attack by more. Forgiven Venery. Oh boy, this is a little more than the other one. Thunder that one. Thunder this one. Everything gets a thunder. I'm moving this direction. Fire 4. I should probably use a Xenoglossy, shouldn't I? Or foul, whatever. And Scathe with that last one. And switch here. Umbral Heart. Alright. How you doing, Alice? Seems our paths did converge. That's quite a sight, actually. How did he get that thing to float?
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Likewise. So, you're not the only one.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
Yeah, seems to be their fortress in these parts.
Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Yep, I will agree.
If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on.
Yeah. Seems to be alright.
And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
This is going to be a tough climb.
Indeed it is. But I've killed a great many things in my time.
But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option.
So it wouldn't be an issue for me.
The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Yeah, that could be an issue if he's got those flying sin eaters all about. What the heck? What the frick are these?
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
We sorta did, but we're fine. After it all. Oh.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
Yeah, the Exarch's here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at bottom rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others.
Huh.
Come. Let us see how this unfolds.
What the frick? Holy heck. It's that thing! Yeah, they did not last long. Oh my gosh.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
Yeah?
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Where did you get that anyway?
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a frickin' Zerg swarm
Master
up there.
Alphino waiteth for us atop rung. Thither should we make our way.
Bottom rung, top rung. Well, let's get to it. Huh. That is a lot of them. And wow, like that, those numbers would not even faze me. That, like, you slaughter things so much on a daily basis, like that and more. But here, that does kind of seem a little bit even out of my power. What is that place? I'll wait until I'm actually told to go that direction, because I don't want to spoil myself in that spot. Can I have a glider? Can I fly? Flying would be great. Flying would be real great. Also, as a side note, I don't know if I should be playing the MSQ as a black mage. Like, I got nothing against black mage players. In fact, I got more respect for them. And I find black mage as a job really fun to play because of all the mechanics it's got to do and deal with. But at the same time, that's where a lot of my focus is when I'm doing the MSQ or combat. So my commentary mostly devolves into just me announcing the ability names because that is where all of my focus is. Like, it's fun for, like, my own time in playing things, I guess, but for the MSQ, I don't think I'll be playing Black Mage too much longer, because it is a complicated job, and I don't have it down pat, but I will definitely look into it in the future. Ah, everyone's here. Julia Chai?
Ah, such an exhilarating ride, and such a magnificent view. Nothing in Yulmore compares to this.
Ah, sweet. Yep. Join us? Oh, don't mind us. We're just taking in the sights. Fair enough. Ryne? Thus are we all gathered. Though Ryne, I am afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Really? How you doing? How did that fare for you?
Oh, that grinding and shaking. I was afraid that the lift floor would fall out from underneath me. But don't worry, I'm sure the trembling will go away soon.
I accidentally clicked the last one, but yeah. Istella, forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of our mission. No problems. Alphino, soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Ryne and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. Yeah. It's kind of interesting, Thancred. I'm told you went ahead to scout out the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks would suffice. It's actually a decent idea. Crystal Exarch? Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we're a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured this old man can muster up another win for what is to come. Well, good on ya. Glad to see you here, but kind of worried for the Crystarium. I didn't expect to see the Chais here. Well, I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. Yeah. In a metaphorical sense, not literally. Does anyone else say anything different? No. She's still shaking up about it. And everyone's still kind of saying their things. Alright. Alisei would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone. Alright. Huddle up. Got some plans to discuss. Yeah, there's a lot of Sin Eaters out there.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Forthry's winged devils.
Yes.
We might consider Amh Araeng, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters.
That is true.
Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
That would explain why their airships never fired on anything. Because I saw them all over the place.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to earth!
Well, I'm glad to hear they're in on it too.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
Yeah, we didn't ask you much else of you, so...
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
What?
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Like Majora's Mask.
To
build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size.
I mean, yeah.
Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex.
I would assume so.
Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be.
Yeah, it's just
solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work.
That's true, yeah.
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
It would be a huge undertaking, that's true.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Amh Araeng. I will go and petition their aid.
That's true!
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
All right.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Yeah, Yulmore is kind of a specified haven for people with skills.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Jeez.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Yeah, they're kind of unpredictable. But, Feo'ul...
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners?
Yeah.
But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
Yeah.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Offering a helping hand and saving the world kind of does this kind of thing. Saviors of the world, as I just said. The artist Alphino and his assistants. I really don't know what to pick here. I usually go the humble route, but I don't feel like being humble today. Let's tell them how it is. We've come to save the world. Pose for the picture.
Saviors of the world? Are you being serious? Oh, gods, you are.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
Quite a huge endeavor.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
It will be written down in the annals of history, good sir. Crystar Exarch, shall we see how we might be of service? Yeah. Come on, Chinas. It is a large endeavor, but I have faith.
When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it.
Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Well, there are people that live here.
What? A village of Yomorn exiles?
But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate.
This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Never should have.
He does not like the idea of working.
I can't do it. It's impossible.
Oh, he's starting to quaver under the work. Okay, well, let's stop joking around here.
Oh dear, darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Lucia. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. Bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring.
Obvious praise, huh? Choose words that will best encourage Chinos. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirit sufficiently during this conversation. Okay. Trying to be a little therapist. Oh boy! Conversation savage! Chinos is plagued with self-doubt.
I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's ever dreamed of it.
Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. Delius, count on yours. You're a genius! You can do that! Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alphino once struggled to collect firewood.
He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome.
China still harbors some misgivings. Man, I can relate to you so much, dude. I can relate to this.
But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. They're not wholly likely to give it. Just those among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us.
You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you.
Don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure.
That doesn't work. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. Yeah.
I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation.
This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurl stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. China still harbors some misgivings.
But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. But such an enormous Talos is impossible. And no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd.
It's less absurd than the change that's come to you more. Sort of. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd.
Everything you touch turns to gold. No one would doubt your plan.
To stop it with that. That's so dumb. And the change has come to you more. We liberated. These top two feel like they both could work. It's less absurd. I wouldn't say it's less absurd. But we liberated a castle with a strategy. Well, now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, but yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe it stands a better chance of success for it. Chinese is feeling somewhat optimistic. Be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vol 3 and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, we may well unleash his hordes of eaters, and we'll meet a horrible end. We'll go together! I'll protect you, We could build Talos for battle. We could, but that would add more weight to the project. I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. That's putting too much emphasis on me, and I'm sounding like Vol 3 if I say that. We could build Talos for battle. I've thought of that, I assure you, but I'm afraid Talos cannot contend with Sin Eaters. If they could, I would never have come to Yulmore. Nonetheless, I appreciate your earnest attempt to find a solution. China's is burning with motivation. Heck yeah! Yes! Yes! By the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. I feel like I'm getting a bunch of personal things directed my way playing this story. Jeez. Right. Let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore.
No. Wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize.
But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is about here after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Yeah. Like on a flip of a dime. Turns to just like that. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. This is Sid's theme. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is a man if not an idealistic creature? It's not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times do they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found faults with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible.
Come, darling. Like the old days. I would be the first to see your Talos.
Innuendos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then. Tramity. That speech, and with the music, darn near put a tear to my eye. Because that hit home. Oh, that hit home hard. I'm glad my words have struck a chord. Shall we? Music's a cheater, too. We're back to this oddly intense theme. A gigantic undertaking. Oh, man. Oh, I felt that. Gosh, I struggle with the same things he does on a daily basis. And people always... It's always like a friggin... It's like a loop. A loop all the time, up and down. Like, you hear it, and then after a while, the magic fades. And literally, if you say the same thing, like a little bit afterward, just like refueling a battery. It's weird, rough, awkward, and annoying to deal with. And I hate it. But gosh, I feel it on a daily basis. It's literally, people literally just have to say the exact same thing beforehand, and it recharges the battery. It's weird. It's weird. Like, things just don't stick, but if you just keep telling it over and over like periodic times, it helps. It's annoying, and it doesn't make sense for a human being, but it exists. And I don't like it. So I really relate to you, Chinese. Man. Hey, Tristal. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. This is you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Valtry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past. We mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. I respect that, man. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please, see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. We wouldn't do to have nothing to show to others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. That's the spirit, my dude. That's the spirit. Ah, wicked white! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all required. But I forgot about one other important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart. You needed the heart. That's right! The heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with the Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable to bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. So, we're gonna need a giant rock the size of a mountain. What else, China's? Ideally, a Talos heart should be made from an ore around in the self-same region as the stone for the chassis. Let's see what Tristal can tell us. Do you want a chai?
I'm glad Tristal was willing to lend us an ear. It's but a small step, but I pray this will pave the way for a reconciliation.
Yeah, me too. Crystal Exarch?
A quest for the Talos' heart.
This presents an unexpected opportunity. What opportunity? Tristal? Tristal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. Is that one of the famed dwarves I've been hearing about? Oh boy, time to meet these peoples. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Thols, a dwarven family that have long mined in this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they will be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thols at their village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. permit me to join you, Lucia. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. That would help. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of the ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. It's a huge undertaking, my man. But if you're up for it... After the latter stopped moving, the Thalls used secret tunnels to move freely around the island. While they mostly keep to themselves, they are friendly folk. Well, good to hear, Chinas. If either rich or proves elusive, we can make up for it with quantity. The Stoneworks has techniques for such situations. Ah, alternatives.
Is the Exarch unwell? Do take care out there.
Well, it seems that he does derive a lot from the Crystarium. And I'm starting to regret my decision to pass up on that aetherite. Well, frick.
Lolly!